Hello folks, and welcome to another edition of BC Renovation Magazine. In this video we're going to get started at doing the interior renovation of this single-wide mobile home. And for those of you who are just joining us, this is a project that we've had going on for several months. And it's winter time now, and over the summer we completely rented the outside of this home. And so now we're getting going on the inside of it. So this video is going to be the first in a series of videos that's going to show you what we're going to do to restore and remodel the inside of this home. So if you are interested in this kind of thing and would like to follow along with us on this project, then hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you'll get notified when we put up new videos. So this is the master bedroom area, master bedroom ensuite, and originally there was a hot water tank in this closet here that you see right in front of us, and then to the right of that there was a clothes closet. And that clothes closet had floor-to-ceiling bypass doors on it. And for some reason, most of these homes that we buy, those doors are always gone. So we like to put in bifold doors. So we'll be installing bifold doors into that. So and where the hot water tank was, it was just a kind of a panel that was screwed on there originally. And this little area was a real mess in there. So I have rebuilt that wall, and so you can see there I've got it framed out for the new doors. And I framed this back in with a 2x3 wall stud. And that's fine. A lot of people think that this is kind of a chintzy thing to do, but that is actually so all it's doing is holding drywall. So it doesn't have to be super heavy duty. The thing about mobile homes is that none of the interior walls are load bearing. All of the load is on the outside walls, unless you have a double wide. So if you have a double wide, the center wall where the two halves meet, that can be a load bearing wall. So you have to be careful about making changes to that. But in a home like this, a single wide, you can take all of these inside walls out, move them wherever you want, and nothing's going to happen as far as the weight goes. So this particular home has 2x6 exterior walls, and so here you can see this is the exterior wall, and you can see the thickness of that. So this is a 2x6 wall, and this particular home has what's called gypsum, which is a 3/8 inch thick gypsum drywall product, and it's covered with this with a vinyl. Some people call it wallpaper, but it's a vinyl that is part of the panel. Okay, so in this home, like I said, these are all 2x3 walls. In the ensuite bath here, we had a swinging door, a 2-foot swinging door that swung into the bathroom. And it was just small, and the swinging door was kind of a problem for being in the way, and we wanted to change that. So we went with a 2'4". It's going to be a 28-inch sliding door, pocket door. So the pocket door is going to go back into this frame here, and so you can see how this is framed with what's called a split stud. All right, so that's done so that the door can slide back in there. All right, and you can see up on top here we have the track. So, before we do any drywall or anything, you have to get all this stuff all has to be installed. All right, so now this home being 2x3 walls on the inside, and we had to have a 2x4 wall for that door to slide back into. We had to do a little bit of kind of finagling here. So here you can see up at the top, there is a 2x3 top plate, and then it's a 2x3 on the bottom as well. But you can see there where we cut the original 2x3 wall out, and then we framed in the 2x4 wall the rest of the way to accommodate that pocket door. All right, so this is, very simple stuff here, folks. It's kind of unconventional, but you kind of have to, do what you have to do to get this done. So now here you can see this is the original 2x3 stud in there, and then you can see how we have that piece in front. So that's called a piece of furring, and what we've done is we've furred that out to make that 2x3 a 2x4. And what is going to happen with that now is that makes everything line up, with that new little 2x4 wall that we put in over there. Now, one of the reasons that we stuck with the 2x3 wall over here is because we wanted to have room for our trim when we go to finish this. So, you always have to be thinking ahead. And, if you want things to look nice, it's you have to plan for it. And so when we go to put the trim on this pocket door, and when we go to put the trim on this closet door here, there's room for it. If we'd have gone with the 2x4, we'd have got really tight in here and probably wouldn't have had enough room. The trim would have been jammed right up to the wall. So in the process of, furring this wall out, we had to move our electrical outlets out as well, because they were back on the 2x3 stud. So we just simply loosened those off, and moved them ahead so that they're now out to the front of that furring. And same thing here with the light switch. Now another thing that's kind of unique, I'm going to point out a couple things that are kind of unique to mobile homes here. And one of them is the way they install the doors. So what we have here is a 28-inch door. And generally in a 28-inch door, with a 28-inch door, you'll have it have a 30-inch rough opening. So the rough opening is the opening that the door will fit into when you install it. On mobile homes, they go tighter with that, so they don't really shim and get things straight when they install those doors. They just kind of nail them to the studs. So you can see when we furred this out, we set it back there a half an inch, and so this is to accommodate the new door when it comes now. We're going to be cutting that piece of wood that you see that's sticking out there. That's all going to get cut off flush with this furring, so that when the new door comes, we will be able to have a little bit of room there to shim it. Now this is another thing here that you're going to see in mobile homes a lot with the electrical part of it. This is just a single switch, but you can see that there's a 4x4 box there. And what they do is, in these mobile homes, is they'll use these switch boxes as junction boxes. And so, you think that it's just a single switch box there, and then you've come to find out that it's actually a junction box. And so another thing is that because of the 2x3 studs, if you can see that right there, you can see that wire that goes through that 2x3 stud there goes through a little metal piece of tubing. And that little piece of metal tubing there is you can see how close that piece of tubing is to the front of the original front of the stud there before the furring was placed on. You can imagine how close that is if you were to put a nail in there. So they put those little pieces of tubing in there to protect the wires from nails. And there you can see up there's a little piece of it that's, that is just hanging loose. I took that stud that it went into, took that stud away. Okay, and so in the ensuite bath here, we originally had a wall here across the end. So when you came in, you were looking at a blank wall that was kind of like right in front of your face. And there was a jacuzzi tub in here that came quite far out into the room. And so what we decided to do here was, get rid of that jacuzzi tub. It was all wrecked and shot anyways. And what we're going to do is we put in this 4-foot shower. And this shower is going to have a glass wall now in this end of it. And those pieces of wood there are just protecting the base, that wood will be gone. And so this will be a solid glass panel on the end, and then around the side here, This is going to have a sliding glass door. Inside of the shower is going to be all ceramic tile. You can see where we've put some backing there, tile backer already to start, and we use a product called Den Shield. Originally there was a really weird little corner vanity here. It had no counter space. There was really no storage. It had these mirrors in the corner. It was very strange. And then there was a fluorescent light and a valance up above it on the angle there. So what we have done here to make a better vanity is we're going to go straight across. You can see the marks on the floor there. It's going to be a 45-inch vanity with a bank of drawers in it, and that will give you a place to put things on the counter, and it will also give you some storage, in the drawers and underneath the sink as well. And then it will also give us a nice mirror above the sink instead of that crazy corner thing. And then what we've done up on top here is framed out a little valance, and that will all get drywalled. And in the center of that valance is going to be a recessed lamp that's going to shine, in front of the mirror and down onto the vanity. And so in the hot water closet here, we've just been going, cleaning it up. And I don't know if you remember from our previous videos, there was a big hole in the wall there, so that's been repaired. And so, we've taped this out, and I'm going to be painting this now. And, just to get it ready before we put the new hot water tank in there. Just, kind of similar to what we did with the furnace. It's easier to do it at this stage than to try and, do it after the hot water tank is in there. And then this plumbing here is all going to get straightened out. This is just temporary. That orange LED light that you see down there, that's the illumination for the power for the heat tape that goes down into the heat tape into the crawl space. So we're just going through and patching. There you can see a patch. And where any loose drywall, we're just going through and screwing it down. Just getting ready for doing our taping and filling. And over here on this wall, you can see we've done quite a bit of patching. So that's what we've been doing here in the master bedroom and ensuite area there, folks. And some of the changes that we're making to make this more modern and just kind of a little bit more upscale. In the next video, I'm going to show you what we've been doing in the kitchen. So thanks for watching.